All right, so we've got rule of law here. Each player can't cast more than one spell per turn. So this is a soft counter on the surface to things like Experimental Frenzy and Citadel, which are both cards that are seeing play in the format. But it's also kind of neat with Teferi Time Raveler, because when Time Raveler's in play, not only does he send your opponent's stuff back to their hand, so that way it's harder for them to play back out with Rule of Law, but locking them out of playing on your turn means that they're only allowed one spell per turn cycle. Past that, we have a smattering other various blue-white controlling things. One thing this deck does lack that might make it for kind of a hard time. Yeah, this deck doesn't have any cheap spot removal in it because white doesn't really have super efficient spot removal. We've got some Sealaways and Devout Decrees and Aether Gusts in the board, but that might be a bit of a struggle for us. We've got Settle the Wreckage, Single Combat, and Cleansing Nova here at our top end as sweeper style effects. And we also have Hero of Dominaria and Drawn from Dreams to generate some card advantage as we go. So let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here and see how this goes. There's not a blue-white temple currently, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. Hey, Southerman Gaming, thanks for the 5 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Someone asked how this deck wins. We have a couple copies of Kefnet that can attack people, and we also have big Teferican emblem. Oh no. Did we die? No, we're okay, right? I bounced this. We play Kefnet as a blocker. We play single combat. I guess single combat actually isn't even that good against this card. It'll clean up the dorks and the elf and like give us a turn of reprieve at least. So we're going to 18 here. So a pretty healthy life total between our Tranquil Cove and the fact that we were on the play. If they would have had this on the draw, we definitely would just be dead. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, Phoenix would not be stellar for us. It's another threat that comes back. I mean, single combat does keep our God-Eternal Kefnet around. And this is one of the things that's nice about this is it's a sweeper effect that isn't just dead against Esper. Like when they have like Narset and multiple Teferis going, you can like get them down to just one of them. I can't lose a fight. Can't lose a fight, huh? Is that what we're going with? That's true. Planar cleansing does exist now.
This will be fun to watch.
That being said, if this was cleansing, I wouldn't be able to play it this turn, right? What an awkward card. I think I just single combat, huh? Do I single combat? Yeah, I think so. Like, takes them off their Vivian here. Or maybe it doesn't. Who am I to tell them how to live their lives? can't cast creature or planeswalker spells next turn, so... Sweet. They kept Vivien. Keeping Vivien is super wrong there, right? Because they can't cast creatures or planeswalkers, so like Kefnet just kills this Vivien. Yeah, maybe they didn't realize, they probably didn't read the card. Yeah, I think they're trying to cast something and they're just like, I wonder if they have a Hellkite.
I'm gonna love holding this grudge.
Why is this icon still here? Why is this icon still here? Alright, they can cast stuff, I guess. It's weird that this effect is still listed on the side. Let's start cranking this up. Woohoo! Look at that. Look at that sweet, sweet. Full art drawn from Dreams. Now that, I mean, I'm kinda into actual factual dig through time. Still have a dig through time left over. Han Solo, thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub and for the 6 months at that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. That was pretty good, chat. That was pretty good. Was it good for you? It was good for me. It's good for me. I'm pleased. That Veto animation was slick. Feel like that doesn't really do anything right now. Yep. Sweet memes are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody memeing for something.
Ah!
You're such a brat.
Did I scare you?
Little.
Did it work, or did you know I was there?
I did not see you there.
I've been finding these randomly all over the house.
Yeah, your children like to hide coins everywhere. Little bit sad that they didn't attack with the Phoenix R2, but I think I take the 1-for-1.
Here, your phone down here.
Yeah, it's in airplane mode though.
Just in case.
Is it really a 1-for-1 if they get a land out of it? Yeah. Because the land's not a meaningful card. So like if the card doesn't do something meaningful, it's still a 1-for-1.
I know. Hold that thought.
Oh no. We drew Drawn from Dreams without triggering Kefnet. What an incredible letdown. Huh, maybe I was supposed to keep the rule of law with all of these in my hand. In. Yep. Rule of law is symmetrical.
I'm known for my excellent timing. There goes nothing. Keep up the pace.
Callous is instant speed. If it was instant speed, it is instant speed. Come on now.
Hurry. That's more like it.
Have a card. You can't cast another spell anyways. Dig through fish. Dig through fish. Hey, look at that, chat. My dig through time drew a dig through time. Just like the good Lord intended. That's why dig through time's banned in modern. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why dig through time is banned. We actually have a lot of reasonable cards here. I think Rule of Law probably comes out against most aggressive decks that don't have what's it called? That don't have the blah, blah in it. Experimental Frenzy. Decree, Seal Away, Aether Gust, all seem reasonable. Single combat seems fine. I'm only at 25 land, so I probably can't afford to cut Discovery. Need to cut 4 cards here still. Or some amount of Callous Dismissal can go. Might be fine to cut a Dig Through Fish here. Probably have a hard-ish time defending Teferi early. And his static text isn't super relevant here. Let's do this. Do I need 8 sweepers? Yes. Yes, I do. River's Rebuke isn't a sweeper. Single combat actually kills things. River's Rebuke does not. I mean, coming down a turn later is a big deal, and the fact that it doesn't actually get rid of things is a big deal. What would you put in this if you didn't want to waste wild cards and 5-mana Teferi before notation? I'd play something else. This deck's unplayable without Teferi. I'm gonna pass. Settle the Wreckage, looking very good. Settle the Wreckage is an impressive Magic card that is good in the metagame. Yikes. Yikes. Where are my white sources at? Yeah, 4 or 5 years from now. That's not true. 2 or 3 years from now, when Historic is relevant and we care about it, 5-mana Teferi will definitely be good there. We're in danger, chap. We're in danger. Memory Lapse is the card you're thinking of. That puts things on top of a library. Joke's on you, opponent. I couldn't cast my Settle the Wreckage anyways. Neener, neener. Neener, neener. Tranquil Cove incoming, right? Oh no. Oh no. So, someone, and whoever it was, I'm not sure if I'm upset with them or if it just like makes me laugh so often. Someone put my email address on Donald Trump's campaign emailing list, and the things that he feeds his cult is just like, it's so wild. He just sent out an email today claiming that people are that the left is against the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. I was like, do you understand how this man attacks the media? If there's anybody that's been against freedom of speech in the United States, it's definitely the one that calls the free press the enemy of the people. We're just gonna take that and cast Dig Through Fish. I think I definitely want a God-Eternal Kefnet here, right? And the question is what do I want the next card to be? I feel like Devout Decree is probably good. Yeah, here's hoping, Clowncopter. I think I just like take the land of Nova here. Trading the Nova 1-for-1's like a little bit sad, but like I want to get God-Eternal Kefnet down ASAP. Yeah, I agree. I think we're in a pretty reasonable spot here. We're stabilizing relatively high, and they've missed enough land drops that Kefnet can likely take over the game. Like we hit a fish through time, and the game probably ends on the spot. One of the kind of sweet things is that how many cards are in here? 4. I'm gonna keep that. One of the really sweet things about oh yeah, we get to cast it for free, or for 1. Deal, sign me up. And I get to scry. I'm gonna bottom that. I was loving Simic Flash, but the Sultai list you've been playing is even better. Not 100% sure about Poisoner, but the Black Splash is a big help. Yeah, I agree. Black Splash in general is good. Poisoner could go either way. Yeah, Search for Azcanta is a very uniquely powerful card. That's definitely true. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with this. They feel like I need to close the game out. Yeah, Celestial Purge hit any black or red card. This is definitely a little bit worse than Purge in that way.
Now what?
Oh, man. I don't know if this deck is good or not, but I definitely want to fish through time. I definitely want to play fish through time in other decks. Fish through time Kefnet is like, this is not fair. That's just some good clean living right there. Maybe we could play some blue-black control with Fish Through Time and Kefnet. I can see that. Maybe we revisit blue-black Kefnet. This is just so rude. Just like you're missing land drops. Callous Dismissal your thing, attack you for 4. Thunk. You could call it blue-black fishnets. Coffee's for closers, and Kefnet is getting himself a cup of joe. Gobble, gobble. All right, slow and steady. A little bit slow on the draw. If they're playing a mid-range deck, this is probably fine though. Sultai. Pick it up. I would like one of your finest 1/1s, please. If they just like, go land, play the Incubation Druid again. We get to play Time Raveler, bounce it again. Yeah, Twitch chat's been having issues off and on for the last week or so. Having some infrastructure problems, it seems like.
This might be a bad idea.
Even if they have a Nissa here. Hydra increases, yep. Glacial plus Sabotage here, I think. Callous Dismissal is a fun one at instant speed.
Here goes nothing.
Bye, friends. Do 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 do. Do 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 do
I've done the
do.
hero thing before.
Teferi Nova is an expensive super. Hey, it's instant speed. Thank you very much. Is this it? Are we getting it set up here? Alright, bounce your thing. I feel like this quantifies as doing it for this deck.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Still not 100% sure what it is, but feels like we are in the oh, look, another Callous Dismissal, huh? Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Do you think our opponent's having fun? I hope they're having fun. Maybe I'm just supposed to leave that, actually. I should probably save that. I think that was a mistake. I think I should have just dismissaled that and saved the sabotage. Saved the sabotage for a Nissa. That's probably going to happen eventually. JK, it's fine. I can do this all day, opponent. I can do it all day.
Don't worry, I got
Do 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 do. Are we having fun yet? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Ho-ho! Ho-ho! Mmm, tasty, tasty.
quickly.
Yeah, Blaststone is heading up to 5. I want Blaststone on 5 to cover Nissa, I think. How many times did our opponent cast Thief this game? Soon to be once more. Oh, that was excellent. That was You're a bully. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alrighty. Put some sealaways in. I've got these Callous Dismissals and this Teferi. Yeah, the Aether Gust foil is A++. It's really elegant. It is really good, Davier. I like when the deck of the day picks itself nice and easy. Like this is a nice easy choice. I want some more single combats. What do I want to trim here? Need one more cut. It's probably single combat. Hey, Feldune, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. I appreciate it. Do you think they're playing mass manipulation, potentially? Okay, want to do that? The problem with sub games is mostly the logistics of it. For the most part, like, doing sub games means that, like, in order to do it in a way that, like, gives everybody a chance to play that wants to, like, there would be a lot of downtime, and downtimes is like the death of your viewer count. Single combat's actually been pretty okay. This deck is brutal. Thanks, Captain. It's funny. I don't know that it's very good, but it's definitely hilarious. Does it smell like fish to anybody else? Smells like fish. And not this fish, I meant this fish. Sorry, there was a lot of fish there. But the expecting a fish to come down was accurate. In general, just kinda stanky. Oh no, is there another one? Just a negate, sure. How often do people cast Dig Through Time for 2? All the time. Dig Through Time was frequently 2 mana. When Dig Through Time was in standard, fetches were standard legal. The Frantic Reverend, thanks for the tip, I appreciate it. Had to donate. Why is it when an opponent plays 3 free, they're cow-hearted scoundrels, but when you play it, it's suddenly deck of the day material? Because misery is only one-sided, and Teferi's a miserable card, but it's not miserable for the person playing it. Nobody would ever claim that. And this deck's like, it's not like if we were playing Esper Hero, I'd be like, it's deck of the day material. Like this deck's playing single combat, and it's playing single combat, and it's playing Rule of Law. That's why it's deck of the day material. Hey, the real Boop, well, welcome back at any rate. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm eating a carrot. I invested in healthy snacks, chat. I have a bag of carrots here. Okay? They're crunchy and they snap. What's a carrot? Bugs Bunny, what's up, Doc? It's fine. Carrot like the cake. That's a very American answer. I can appreciate that. What's a carrot? Like carrot cake? I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna go ahead and dig for a land with this one. Working out pretty okay here. No plays the first 2 turns, like, really good for Teferi. We get negated into Frilled Mystic. Feels like we're gonna get negated into Frilled Mystic. Hey, afternoon, Karn. We need to go have Anticipate versus Discovery. One of the nice things about Discovery is you can keep 2 of the cards if they're both good. Like that last Discovery we just cast, right? Like, I needed a land, but like the Teferi was also a good pickup. It's like I just got to have both. Which is kind of nice. Hey, Zero, thank you for the 17 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I've been that for now. Let's try and flip this over. Yeah, running, that's the worst when you gotta update your number everywhere. I had to do that a few times. Can we play blue-black this? Yeah, I was thinking like, just like blue-black fish. Like blue-black drawn from dreams. Like, I think that's like probably not unreasonable. Run that with your tier 3? Yeah, 10 out of 10. Thank you for the support. Speaking of Kefnet.
No time for a break. Don't make another move.
Don't make another move. I think I want to just burn this before, before I get the Kefnet down.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Yeah, it's also, the idea with Rule of Law Marty is also that we, what's the word that I'm searching for? Is also that we can get 3 mana Teferi down, and then they can only cast 1 spell on their turn, and then we can cast a spell on our turn and their turn. So we're like playing twice as many spells as they are guaranteed, regardless of how many cards are in their hand.
I know my responsibility.
All right, getting that soft lock set up here.
Let's skip to the good part.
Let's skip to the good part. There's a good part, Teferi? You think there's a good part? What's the good part in all of this, Teferi? Yeah, definitely, Hanso. Thanks for the support. Enjoy your spell. Enjoy your spell. They do get to take my Kefnet away. It's gonna be a slow grind without Kefnet, chat. It's gonna be a slow grind without Kefnet.
We need to move quickly.
We played a couple different Reanimator decks in the standard format, actually.
That's more like it.
Oh no, Chad, I have to discard to hand size. So I have enough mana to dig through fish and cast Azcanta here. I'm leaving this on 2 because it cleans up a Hydra. Yeah, our win conditions are Teferi Emblem and second Kefnet. Oh, Oh yeah, Callous Dismissal is technically a win condition too. That's true. I feel this deck is like everything Twitch chat hates to play against but wants to be doing. I've met you, Twitch chat. You're terrible people.
Let's skip to the good part. Trust me,
I
have a plan.
don't think I need my sweepers anymore, right? I think I'm discarding my sweepers. Because they're not doing anything. We'd rather be destroying lands, but this is close. That's incredibly fair. You'd rather be destroying lands, but this is close. They have so much mana, chat. They have so many cards in their hand. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? How are we possibly gonna beat them? Alright, so God-Eternal Kefnet's now on the bottom of our deck. Knowing where Kefnet is in our deck gives us the better ability to control when we get back to him. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that seal away so I don't have to discard it to hand size later. Yeah, I probably should have left the seal away in my deck. Makes it harder for me to deck out. How do we feel about backup Rule of Law? Feel like backup Rule of Law is probably worth putting into play? Just to really make sure things don't go sideways?
No, I am not making this up as I go.
I am not making this up as I go. Shut up, Teferi. We know you are. We know you are. Ooh, we're gonna get a dig through fish here. And then we'll get fish into Kefnet. I think this deck rules. Thank you, thank you. God bless. 1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish, blue fish. No, there's a red fish on here.
No time for a break.
Would mobilization be worth adding as another creature? Yeah, maybe. Very possibly. Alright, so if I activate Azcanta, the next dig through fish will find a Kefnet.
Let's try this.
To the people who are suggesting adding Mobilized District, listen, if your goal is to actually kill your opponent, you're not properly appreciating why this deck is good. And I need you to calm down and just fully appreciate what's actually going on here, because you clearly don't. Kefnet is 4 cards down here. That's awkward. This is garbage time the deck, yeah, basically. Opponent's had enough. Opponent's like, you know what? My time is worth more than this. I'm gonna move along. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch, and this is kind of out of order, but I feel like this is due after that game we just played.
Don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
The Real Boop, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate you taking the time to do that, but now I'm edgy. Shout out to folks like Tom, Tracy there, coming in for 40 months, and The Real Boop. I wouldn't be here doing it out without my subs, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet makes unique instrumental string arrangements, everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. MTG Mailing, thank you for the 5 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Snipe Rye coming in hot with the 15 months. Thanks for the Prime, folks. Hope your Tuesday is finding you swell. And of course, CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles using promo code Jeff5. You can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and other cards with them. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Remember, if you're a new viewer enjoying the content, the sweet decks that we play, make sure to hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it'll let you know when I go live and with what. The core of this deck is a viewer submission, just like everything we play on stream. They were critically missing dig through fish in their submission though, so we added the fish through times, and I'm glad that we made that addition. How have your sponsorships recovered after the company that found you sponsors went under? Well, they never found me 100% of the sponsors that I work with, Flight Forward. There's still always been a number that I signed myself. Is this card good against Wilderness Reclamation? I think this card might actually just be good against Nexus, right? Is this standard Owling Mine? I don't know about that. Yeah, I feel like we kind of have okay tools for beating Nexus, so let's see how this goes. Especially post-board. Yeah, if we get like a 3-mana Teferi plus Rule Law is probably going to give them a hard time. Yikes, Nissa giving extra mana. Junker Haas, thank you for dropping off that Twitch Prime this month. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Remember, even if you don't want to support my content with that, if you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, make sure you drop off that Twitch Prime somewhere on Twitch every single month. Think of it as taking dollary dues from a giant billion-dollar corporation and giving them to someone making content. We're playing 4 single combats and 1 Nova because the person who submitted this deck put a bunch of single combats in it. And I felt like they probably really liked that card, so I decided to continue playing it. So, if they take an extra turn here, I'm going to concede and get to the post-board games. Yeah. Our search for Azcanta's going. Yeah, single combat was better than Cleansing Nova for us at a couple different points. I don't know that it's strictly, I don't know that I'd use the term strictly better, but there's definitely moments where it was fine. Cleansing Nova actually seems okay here for destroying their enchantments. We don't really have many of those. I guess it takes out our Rule of Law, but I think Cleansing Nova is better than the alternatives up here. I guess Lyra's not terrible. Would I rather have Lyra or Cleansing Nova? Would I rather have Lyra or Cleansing Nova? It might just be Lyra so I can attack them. Yeah, I think it's just Lyra, so I have 4 things that attack. Hey, Captain Sham, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the support. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday wherever you are. Well, that is not how we were hoping to have this line up, but I've got a number of reasonable things here. Give me a 4-drop to stroke, please. Oh, magic sucks and then you die, chat. Island. Well, I mean, as far as like non-island draws go, it's one of the better one. Okay. Am I just casting Time Raveler? Nah, I feel like I'm not. They have a Blast Zone. This is one of those decks that doesn't win a lot, but when you do win, it takes a lot of time. So, like, in aggregate, you win more than you lose, right? Yeah, exactly, Marty. The deck feels really good, even if your total match record's not good, because, like, the games you win take a long time to win, and, like, there's such landslide victories. Like, that match against the Sultai deck was just, like, a true dumpstering, right? Do I get another turn, chat? Let's find out. Do. I'm gonna float one colorless mana so it auto passes. Do. Okay. Okie doke. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Wow. Oh, they can blow this up too. Got it. Got it. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Here goes nothing. Keep up the pace.
Keep up the pace. Ooh, a piece of candy. This floops the Reclamation back on top of their deck, which is pretty sweet. Oh, they're cranking it up to 5. Interesting. Okay. Leaving me Time Raveler seems pretty good for me. Yeah, we are doing some Pauper again, Maris. Did some last night. Felt pretty, or last night, this morning. Felt pretty reasonable.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
I mean, like, I don't even care about the Reclamation, though, if I have Gust, right? Like, outside of their lands, the Gust doesn't really... The Reclamation doesn't do anything. And they're out of utility lands at this point, so I think I'm just like saving the Gust for like a Nissa or a Planeswalker. Some other Planeswalker. A creature threat maybe. They had Kefnet this game. Last match went so long you thought last night was this morning. Yeah, basically. Yes, I think this is fine. Like they're not really generating card advantage, right? They're just like gonna get to crack this and then like make a land drop. So I think this is okay. I could have gusted this while it was on the stack. I just, like I said, I don't know that I really care. Because like outside of these utility lands, Reclamation's not doing anything while this is hanging out. And like I have ways to protect Teferi here. Ideally, I want to Drawn from Dreams this turn. I just shocked in the land so I can Aether Gust as well, just in case. Yeah, they're pretty to look at and hard to parse. Marty, is a great way to describe like what's going on there. God, this is tough. I think I want this Rule of Law, right? I think it's Rule of Law and Reversal. Feeling like we're getting to a spot where we're pretty heavily favored now.
Got it.
I mean, to be fair, they just like don't have any idea what we're doing, right? Cast your spell. You get one. Everybody gets one. If they don't find another Blast Zone, we're in a very good spot. Unfortunately, Blast Zone is a very solid out for them. And then I think I'm actually just supposed to hang tight here. Because I don't want to play this out. Because again, their most impactful card is like a Blast Zone. Yeah, they bottom their Nissa. They know that's not the card they need. We're looking for a Kefnet or a 5-mana Teferi at this point. I think I'm going to crank this up towards 4. That's a good drop.
This might be a bad idea.
All right, now we would just like a fish through time. Only 63 weeks, getting closer. Every day we get a little bit closer. Oh no! Oh, chat. Oh. That's so sad. That's so sad. Today I learned rule of law is standard legal. It is, in fact, standard legal. That's your one. Was it good for you? I hope it was good for you. That's all you get. I would love to reveal Callous Dismissal. Bounce that one, please. Well, we know what we're doing next turn. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is like some old school Control. I agree. This is like a level of misery that hasn't existed in a while. For the record, I'm not sure this deck is good, but it's certainly hilarious.
I'll protect you.
As you will. This needs Winter Orb for no reason other than more 1999 misery, right? Well, I mean, that doesn't do anything, right? So it's just like, okay. One can go away. We get to transform Azcanta. We have basically sent Nexus to the Shadow Realm. We do have to win a game 3 on the draw, okay? There is a game 3 that we're gonna have to win on the draw.
Here we go.
Oh, it's just I don't know if this deck is good, but it's certainly great, chat. It might not be good, but it is definitely great. All right. Yeah, I mean, like, even if we lose the match, we won the war, right? Like, I feel like from for your crime of Nexus, we sentence you to prison. How do you think this is versus 20 basic mountains? Probably awful. Stunami, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Sure. What do you mean we have sweepers? Alright, I would like lands for my next 3 draws, please. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. We are very dead. It's a good day when you get to out the Nexus deck. All right, you know. It was a good feeling 2-1, okay? Outside of stumbling and dying in the last one there. That was a good time. I would be surprised if this deck is super competitive, but it's definitely a hoot, and it feels like you could probably make people miserable who are trying to do mid-range and controlling things. This deck's a reason why we need a meme category on the website. Yeah, I think for this season, I'm gonna add a meme section on the website for decks that like aren't super competitive, but they're doing something kind of unique and very funny. I think like this and Green Black Citadel, like these decks, Red White Land Destruction, these decks qualify under that. One thing I will say that I took away from that deck, and I had someone add it with their tier 3 sub, is that God-Eternal Kefnet and Fish Through Time here, it's a heck of a drug. And I think I'm interested in exploring this in other shells. This card seemed really sweet, and it's super sweet alongside this one. Card closes quickly, and like this might be that type of card advantage that like blue-black control kind of felt like it was missing. So we're gonna probably see that up on stream here at some point, if not later this week, then next week for sure. All right.